say, you out there, can you help me?
Sure, I'll get you some toilet paper.
No, it's not that. I can't seem to open the door.
Oh, it must be the lock. I'll ring building services. I'll send someone down for you.
Oh, for God's sake, they could take months. Can't you help me?
No, I'm sorry, it's not my job. The union is very strict about demarcation. Try jiggling the handle.
I have been doing that. Now, listen, I'm a judge. I'm due on the bench in 5 minutes. Now, you're my only hope.
All right. But the union will kill me if they find out. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I swear.
OK, hang on.
This is very kind of you. Harder, man. You were wonderful. Really wonderful. I mean, not many young men are so helpful these days. Don't worry, it'll be our little secret. Here, you have a drink on me.
Oh, no. What a morning. Second-floor toilets don't need a cleaner, they need an exorcist. Chicken and chips, please.
Wouldn't have the chicken half. Morris reckons it gave him stomach cramps. I want you to know I never listen to rumours.
What?
All that stuff they're saying about you.
Me?
Rise above it and have the lasagna. That's my advice.
What the hell's going on? Those blokes were smiling at me.
Were, you and Judge Fairley in a toilet together?
Oh, no, he promised he'd keep it a secret.
So it's true.
Just gave him a hand with...
Hey, girlie, I'd like some chicken. And hurry it up. Some of us work in this building.
Here you are. Extra piece for you. Have a nice day.
Thanks.
What happened? Tell me everything.
He was locked in the cubicle, so I got him out. I know, I should have called building services. Oh, there's going to be another strike.
Harv, you were with Judge Fairley. Very fairly.
Judge Fairley's not like that. He was Father of the Year. Well, he didn't touch me, except to give me a hug and a $10 note. Oh, no.
You can't tell them the truth or you'll be out of a job.
I'm never going to live this down.
Yeah, and maybe you don't want to. Look, in the Gazette, there are 3 jobs going at AIRS, Australian Institute of Research into Sport.
Oh, no, I've got an interview after lunch, but they only want sporting types.
The Anti-Discrim Board wants the jobs filled by minority groups. Well, that's the rumour.
And some ADSIC will probably get it.
Aztec.
ADSIC, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community.
Yeah, right. But there are other disadvantaged groups.
Catholics don't count.
I don't mean Catholics. Your minority group friends are waving at you, Harvey.
I can't pretend to be gay.
Why not? The whole building's convinced you are.
I wouldn't know how.
I'll show you. By the time I'm finished with you, you'll have your own float at the Mardi Gras. Now turn around, Harvey, and wave. Go on. Pile it on, Harv.
Look, I don't know about this. I think it's a mistake.
Too late now. 20 minutes till you're on. Now, let's go over it again. Who was Liza Minnelli's mother?
Judy Garland.
Favourite movie?
Dark Victory with Bette Davis.
Betty Davis. You get that wrong and your cover's blown.
Sorry. So much to learn. How to gaze remember it all.
Favourite drink? Pina colada. Now, who are your favourite singers?
Edith Merman.
Edith Piaf. Ethel Merman.
Edith Piaf, Ethel Merman.
Wow. What do you think?
I don't know.
Come on. It's terrific. If I were a bloke, I could go for you.
Thanks.
It's just one more thing. I just need to have a little look at your ear. Ow.
So, tell us about your accounting experience.
I spent 6 weeks in the trust department. They reckoned I was meticulous.
And you've done a stint in censorship, I see.
I'm very interested in film, in all the arts, really. They're not going for it. Can I do some, Jude? Oh, no, I'll cross my legs.
This is a job in a sporting institute. You ever play any sports?
Football. I mean, touch football. Oh, St. Jude, get me out of this.
I see you've listed young Mathildans under clubs and social groups. So you like music as well?
Oh, I have hundreds of records. They fill most of our bedroom. Frank says he's moving out if I buy one more Ethel PF.
Put it back in, Harv. The hole will close over.
I wish a hole would close over me. Maybe in 100 years' time I'll start living this down.
I doubt it. That was the worst job interview in the history of the service.
Oh, thanks for being gentle. I feel a lot better now.
After you left, I was clearing up the teacups and there was this list on the table of people who'd applied. 50 names, at least. And only 3 of them had ticks. One of them was against Harvey Francis McHugh. A big tick, too. You know what that means, don't you?
I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm gay! I'm gay.
And you'll have to stay that way 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. So, put this back in. You'll be on 3 months probation.
3 months?
You have to be prepared to make some sacrifices for a job, Harvey. Even your masculinity.
Never did me much good anyway.
You want another coffee, love? I hate to see you like this.
Like what?
Not looking happy. Why not ring one of your mates? You haven't seen Gary Gouchy for ages. Now, he was a lovely boy.
Gary Gouchy went to jail, Mum. Armed rob 3 to 5.
Oh. There's that new disco in Mafeking. You should go dancing.
Why? I'll go to the disco, then what'll happen? I'll meet some dame. We'll hit it off. I'll get her pregnant. Hey, presto, I'm married. Which naturally means pretty soon I'm divorced. Then I'm working from now till 2012 paying out all my dough to 2 dames who hate me.
3 lovely kids I'm not allowed to see.
All because I went dancing one night.
Education. Small desks and mini calculators for the under-12s. Multilingual nannies for the under-5s. Curtains. Blue for boys, pink for girls, yellow for gender neutrals. Religion. Prayer mats for Muslims, gongs for Buddhists, incense sticks for New Agers, and of course...
You seem to have thought of everything, Miss Schoenberg. May I call you Marina?
Strict segregation between male and female athletes at all times. Spot steroid checks by a team of specially trained police 24 hours a day.
Come in, Victor.
Minister, Miss Schoenberg.
We were discussing the Little Olympic Village.
When the Prime Minister returns from his Monte Carlo junket, he's promised me the junior sport portfolio. And when we win the bid, I want you, Victor, to run the clinic.
Excellent.
Dr. Voisner's already a world expert on paediatric sports medicine.
Your experiments are going well, Doctor. The results are amazing.
Experiments?
Nothing. Minor tests. The landscape gardens are magnificent, Minister.
Yes, they are.
Anything else, Miss Schoenberg?
Yes, sir. Your approval is needed for the 3 new positions. You will see the board has chosen carefully. An adsic, an epileptic, and an alternative lifestyler.
Harvey Francis McHugh.
He's the alternative lifestyler.
The what?
The gay. Homosexual.
Oh, yes. Now I remember. A good brain. Take him.
And to others.
They'll be fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Miss Schoenberg. Her uncle is with the Little Olympics Committee. When he asked me to find her a job somewhere, I never dreamed she'd be so efficient. What experiments was she talking about?
They're inconsequential. I'm trying out a tonic on our little athletes.
We're not talking steroids here.
No, Minister. It's a vitamin supplement called Kinder Joys.
You're not dealing with one of your flunkies now, Victor.
It's at the experimental stage, but the results are promising, to say the least. It's produced by a German company with an excellent reputation.
Why didn't you tell me?
The Prime Minister approved it several months ago. He is still the Minister in charge of junior sport.
And I am acting in his absence.
Sir, I'm sure you'd want to inherit a team of little world champions. I can deliver that. But I must be allowed to do my job. Everyone will benefit. You, me, even Australia.
And did you put McHugh's name on the new staff list? Was that something else that's part of your job?
I don't know how that got there. Public service typing error.
What's this about McHugh being gay?
You can never really be sure of anything these days.
When I acquire his brain cells, does that mean I'll be...
No, of course not.
I don't think this country's ready for a gay president.
Come on, sleepyheads. He who loves his bed too well, never will excel.
This is where we keep the athletes' individual records. You replenish the paper at precisely 9 o'clock every morning. Green paper for the 8-year-olds, yellow for the 9s, pink for the 10s, red for the 11s, blue for the 12s. Whenever you place an order for socks, you'll make 8 copies. One for the supplies clerk, one for the transport officer, one for the stores manager, one for the clothing clerk, one for the accounts supervisor, and one for the training controller, and so on. Jack, have you got those papers ready for me? Please take them to my office now. You will ensure the smooth running of the Kindergießer program. This will involve a pickup of powder from the Goodall building. You will take the 2:45 p.m. tram from the next corner and report to the beverages manager on the 10th floor. He will take you to the non-alcoholic drinks storeroom. You will mix 1 part Kindergießer to 10 parts water, not a drop more or less. Very good, Martin. We are creating a race of super fit athletes to conquer the sports arena of the 21st century. An army of healthy bodies drilled to athletic perfection and instilled with a total commitment to victory. Are you concentrating, McHugh?
Yes. Yes, Miss Schomburg.
The Little Olympic Village. 2000 will be a big year for us. 2 lots of Olympics and the Republic.
We'd never get the Little Olympics.
Why not?
Oh, we've already got the games, the grown-up ones, I mean.
Believe me, McHugh, our chances are good. In a week's time, when the LOC makes its decision, Australia will be the country on everybody's lips.
2 lots of games at the one time.
The Little Olympics will be held a month ahead of the grown-up ones. We will use the same facilities. A good way to test them out. Said Simon Maughan.
The marathon muesli man. He looks just like he does on TV.
He's in charge of training here. Gorgeous, isn't he?
Cashier forgot to look under the trolley, so we got the Coke for nothing again. Don't tell Harv, he'll make us take it back.
Oh, that smells good. You know the way to a man's stomach.
Harvey's wearing an earring.
Yeah, why? Didn't you ask?
I shouldn't have to. He always tells me everything. He's wearing mousse in his hair as well. You don't think he's turning, well, sensitive?
Harv, no. He's had girlfriends, hasn't he?
What? Well, which year was it? It's a sort of code in jail.
The right one. What does that mean?
Who knows? Could mean anything. Cheer up, love. Could be worse. Could be on drugs.
Then you think... I'm all right. Really, this is no big deal. Not every man can be Errol Flynn. If Harv's coming out, then we must support him. Isn't that right, Dad? Not like those parents on Oprah last week. The ones who disowned the blind gay triplets. Harv will tell us in his own good time. And we'll let him know how happy we are.
Can I help you?
Kinder Joys, where do you want it?
You must be the new supplies clerk.
Harvey McHugh.
I'm Simon Maughan, controller of sports training.
I know, you're on the marathon muesli boxes. I eat it all the time.
Welcome to the Institute. Look, park your trolley over there and get ready for the stampede. Kinder Joys!
What is this stuff?
Well, it tastes like blue jelly. It's very hard to get in this country and expensive. It's Dr. Voys that made it available. Really enhances performance, doesn't it? And you should have seen some of these kids before we put them on it.
I really seem to like it.
OK, love, I'm off.
I was cleaning out the boys' room. Look what I found.
Miss Nude Olympics.
Women. Without bras. Oh, it wouldn't be healthy to be that big.
Especially if you're pole vault. Look, maybe I'd better confiscate this.
I'm going to burn the lot of them.
The lot? You mean there's more?
In the cupboard. Dozens of them.
Oh, I wouldn't burn them, love.
I don't like having this stuff in my house. I'm trying to be mature about this, but...
Look, it's a changing world, love. If Frank wants to look at photographs of women with extremely...
Men get pleasure from things like that. You don't, do you?
No, of course not.
Just look at them. Oh, no wonder about Harvey. They'd turn anyone off sex. You talk to Frank, will you? He'll listen to a man.
Yeah, sure. Well, what should I say?
Tell him to recycle them.
Well, when you think about it, love, I mean, they're not doing any harm. If Frank's having a bit of a problem and please help him out, well, it's better than drinking or getting into fights.
What if Harvey finds them?
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? They're not up his alley, so to speak.
Last week I had 2 perfect sons. Now I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up on Donahue.
Oh, come on. You can do it. You did it in 3:25 yesterday. Had some sleep the night before. That's 50. Well, 3:30. Good for a man half my age. Now, about this report. The best in the world. Aren't you taking the hype a bit far? Not hype. It's true. Kinder Joys. The results are incredible. How incredible? 25% improvement across the board. It is steroid-free, Dr. Voisner assured me. Oh, absolutely. All tests are negative, whatever it is. It doesn't show up. You've done steroid tests? I took that liberty. I did hear a rumour that there were some tests in Norway which had some negative side effects. The greater good, Simon. I don't want these tests to stand in the way of our future sporting success. You've come a long way since our first encounter, eh, Simon? From car thief to Olympic medalist to controller of sports training. It helps to have friends. You're the one unselfish act of my life. You ever heard of the pancration, Simon? It was the main event of the ancient Olympics. The toughest men in Greece locked in a no-rules battle to the death.
The Prime Minister and I are in a kind of pancration, Simon.
Oh, because of the Olympics?
Because only one man can be leader. By releasing this report on the achievements and potential of our little athletes, I'll grab the headlines, Simon. Primetime TV from here to Alice Springs. And every week they'll break more records and there'll be more publicity. The coverage will be continuous. It'll get me in the lodge, Simon. And when my little athletes slaughter their opponents at the Little Olympics, think of the glory. The whole world will see me, Simon.
I don't think the Prime Minister's in a hurry to get out.
Low blows were allowed in the pancration, Simon. Just like politics. No holds barred.
Harder, McHugh, harder. That's more like it.
I've finished the stock take. I filed the endurance reports. I stored the sweat
Have you made the
fans
kindergießer?
Yes, miss. Miss.
Such an efficient boy. More to the right, down here.
Not gonna look. Not gonna look.
It has to be hard. And you're the only man here I feel I can trust. Oh, my sir is such a ledge. All the good men are gay.
But I'm not. I like girls.
I feel so relaxed with you. Up here. I know you're not stripping me with your eyes. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh. Oh. Yes. Yes.
Nice stamp.
Oh. Oh. It's from my uncle. You can have it if you like.
Monte Carlo.
Yes. He's on the little Olympic committee.
Gee.
Oh. Thank you, McHugh. That will be all for today.
Miss Schoenberg?
Herr Doctor?
Latest reports from our little athletes. 2 new records.
Damn! Damn that traitor!
Sir, please calm down.
He stabbed me in the back.
You mustn't get worked up. It could jeopardize your condition.
Read it. Go on. Miss Schoenberg's uncle sent it to her.
Report of a speech to the International Olympics Committee.
Look at the guest speaker.
It's the Prime Minister. You knew he was in Monte Carlo.
Read the summing up.
The Australian Prime Minister informed the committees he is confident Australia can conduct both games. He's looking forward to overseeing the Little Olympics in the year 2000 as Minister for Junior Sport.
I will not let him have my Little Olympics.
You have so many portfolios, Minister. You can't win them all.
He promised me this portfolio in return for backing him in his leadership bid. No one stabs me in the back like this.
For the sake of your health, you must try and accept it.
I do not accept things, Victor. There's nothing on this earth that cannot be changed. Now, tell me about Kindergeyser's side effects.
It's completely harmless.
Except for harmless little Norway.
Well, there was talk of some sterility risks, but it couldn't be proved. The Norwegians can't be trusted, Minister. They're so Norwegian.
Even so.
I can't stop giving them Kindergeys. I'm acting on the PM's orders.
I would never ask you to disobey orders, Victor. Especially those of our beloved leader. That would be almost un-Olympian of me.
The big bucks approach is enough to deter the interloper. If he's working up courage for a challenge, the time isn't right just yet. He moves away when the King Grey arrives to assert his rights. The smell of the doe's urine tells him she's almost ready to mate. But she'll only remain receptive for a few hours, and he covers her with a sensuous chest glad.
Harv not home?
No, he phoned to say he's having coffee with a friend from work.
I know he's probably out having a great time. Painting the town pink. Go to bed.
No, I want to finish this.
All right, night, Mum.
Night, love.
Oh, here he is now. How's your little friend, Harv?
You didn't have to wait up, Mum.
Oh, you know me. Can't sleep anyway till I hear the door.
Right now, there's a different kind of interruption.
Harvey, love. We've never had secrets, have we? Now, I know something's bothering you. You don't have to tell me, of course. It's your decision, and I won't interfere at all. Whatever you decide, we'll support.
Thanks, Mum. I wanted to tell you. I tried.
You don't have to pretend here.
If they found out at work, I'd lose my job. I wish Dad was here. He'd know what to do.
If your dad was here, this would never have happened. You'd probably be married now. And we'd be in Queensland living by the water with our own fishing boat. If wishes had wings, the world would fly. Harvey, you can always bring your friends home. Now, don't you worry about Frank. I'll make sure he doesn't hurt them.
Oh, Mum, I'm not gay. Not really.
You don't have to deny it. I'm your mother.
No, the hair and the earring, I had to.
Love.
I had to be gay.
I understand, Harv.
but...
I'm off to bed now. Good night.
Yeah. Night, Mum. Wow! I've always wanted to do that. We used to vault at school, but I was never any good.
Just a matter of practice. Come on, have a go.
I'm hopeless.
You can do anything if you want to. You just have to believe. I'll give you a hand.
I'll never make it over. I won't.
No negative thinking. I'm not going to let you leave until you've tried. OK? I'm the coach, remember.
St. Jude, just this once, please.
I won't let you fall. You'll be right.
I did it!
Yeah, of course you did. We'll have you doing triple flips in no time.
Oh, I wish Brandon could have seen that.
Who? Just run it through.
My friend.
Oh, we'll bring him along next time.
Beautiful. He died.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. That's lovely. Roll it off. Look, why don't you, come and work out with me?
Oh, I'm not very good at this sort of thing.
There you go, negative thinking again. I've seen how good you are. Come on.
You really think so?
Yeah, you're a natural. It's like roll, tuck. And when's your next job assessment?
3 months. If they like me, I get made a permanent.
Really? And yes. Well, look, I'm sure it would help if you got yourself into shape. It'd show you're taking your job seriously. Lovely. You know, and I can get you fit in no time.
Couldn't expect you to waste your time on me.
Look, I'll enjoy it. We start at lunchtime. That's the boy. Now, come here, now, what you need to do, you need to tuck, and you need to think up, you need to think light, OK? That's good.
Harvey told me last night. I'm glad we don't have secrets now, but I kind of wish we did. Is it my fault? Should I have made him do boxing instead of learning the piano? I never realised how much boys needed a father. Maybe it's not too late. They said on Oprah that a dominating mother's sometimes the cause. Thank God I'm not that. Frank, don't walk around the house like that. Get dressed. Look at your granddad. He takes a pride in his appearance. Shaves every day, has a bath twice a week, wears a clean shirt.